How are you, everyone? So I have here today 2009 Toyota Hilux petrol of lower and upper control arm ball joint replacement video. So I'm not going to go through how to remove the lower arm and take it out. So here's the lower arm is out. So I use the vice and hold the upper arm. Sorry, this is the upper arm. So as you see, I use a ball joint puller to remove the ball joint. So now what I did was removing the dust boot because the tool what I'm going to use going to damage the dust boot. So then turn the upper arm upside down, put the ball joint in, use the puller, and press the ball joint back into the correct position. So it's pretty easy. It's a bit of struggling because it's a bit of heavy tool. Just want to make sure the ball joint go into the hole straight. So now I turn the upper arm upside down and just locating the actual circlip into the groove. It's a little bit tight, that circlip. Yeah, once you put the circlip back in, so just insert the dust boot and the locking ring. So on this car, I did left and right, upper and lower ball joint replacement. The car has done 280,000 kilometers, so both front lower control arm ball joints were giving issues excessive play. So here it is. So now I'm just doing the lower control arm ball joint. So what I am doing is I'm doing this on the car without removing the control arm, but you still need to remove the knuckle, and as you can see, keep it away where it works. So you don't need to remove it out completely if you're doing it on the car. If you're just doing the lower control arms, you can do this way. I'm just trying tried my circlip pliers, but they were not big enough to remove the actual circlip. So I'm going to use my own way to remove it. That's pretty easy, but you need to make sure it's not comes straight into your face, or make sure you're wearing eye protectives. Guys, if you're doing this your own, if you're not a mechanic, just make sure you follow the right procedure. But I highly recommend that you use a qualified mechanic to carry out your car repairs. So I put a rag all around, not to snap away. So once make sure, yeah. So if it's as you saw, that's the way I remove the snap ring. Same way, I'm going to use the ball joint remover. You choose the right adapters and use actual puller. Most of the remove and replace ball joints on many cars, you can use the same way, but we've seen on some cars, you have to replace whole control arm because the ball joints are molded into the control arm. But um, this is one of the cheap way you can do, and yeah, save some money. Like you don't need to remove control arm, you don't need to remove the spend money to replace the whole control arm. So what you are seeing now, once I choose the right adapters, I'm just using the actual tool to remove the ball joints. It honestly, guys, it wasn't that easy like the upper arm ball joint. This took a bit longer because the actual ball joint was seized and it was very tight. So so after the several attempts, I managed to remove the ball joint, but it was pretty tight. Then before installation, I did a bit of clean around the area. Now, what I've seen this way is a little bit easier when you install the low arm ball joint. So I use my the oxy lamp to heat up the actual control arm area to before install the ball joint. That way the ball joint go into the actual bore easy. So after heating up 1 to 2 minutes, so now I'm just inserting the ball joint into the hole and going to use the puller. I use my impact wrench to tie the actual shaft on the tool. And also, guys, while tightening the ball joint, just make sure the ball joint goes in the actual bore straight, and also you can heat up little bit, but do not heat the control arm when the ball joint in there for a long time. That can damage the ball joint, the internal parts. If it is, some ball joints, the internal construction is what do you call the Teflon and the metal. So if the Teflon and the metal type ball joints, if you are heated up, the Teflon can melt and the new ball joint can damage. But I confirm this ball joint isn't Teflon. And also, I did not heat it up for a long time and didn't have any dramas with it. So once I heated up, what I did was same way. I used the puller and tied the actual shaft until the ball joint get into the right position where I can use the snap ring to lock the ball joint. Yeah, guys. So that's the way I did it, and also I removed the dust boot on this one as well before I use the adapters, not to damage the dust boot. Same way, I'm going to use the snap ring to lock it up. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And once you complete a job, just fit all the parts back together as how they used to be. As I mentioned earlier, it's not a nasty job. It's kind of a simple job, but it is the lower control arm ball joint installation was a bit hard because they were really tight. Yeah, so that's all, guys. So thanks for watching. Just check in my channel. There are some other videos that can help you when you work on your car. So yeah, see you guys from another video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and support my channel. Thanks again, guys.